What's going on? We are live on this muggy Wednesday afternoon. But look, we roll inspired up because at the end of the day, business and money didn't stop because of the weather. No, it don't stop because of the weather. Because again, money never sleeps. It always flows. So we're going to talk about how to get money, how money can just flow and gravitate to you again, because again, the reason why you want to make money is because of financial freedom. Again, you want things to be beautiful in your life so you don't have to struggle, so you don't have to sweat, so you don't have to, just always have to worry about stuff. Because for a lot of people, you're one blown motor away from bad things happening in your life, and you don't want to be in that position. So we're just gonna talk and we're gonna rap and all that other good stuff, because again, it's about your business. Okay, so let's talk about things you need to know and things that your people need to know. They need to know your identity. What do you do? What are you about? And a lot of times people mess this piece up because the first thing, if I'm a person who's in need, that's the big N word, need, because you have to be able to answer a need. You need to be able to solve a problem. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to Google you up. And one of the first things that's going to pop up in your Google search most of the time will either be one or two things. And you can just put your money on this one. Either it will be your Facebook page or it will be your website. Most of the times it's your Facebook page. So I'm going to go to your Facebook page and I'm going to see what you're about. I'm going to see, what is this person about? What is their business about? Again, they're looking for your business. They're not looking to see what your kids do. They don't want to see where you're eating at today. They don't want to see where you're vacationing this week. They don't want to hear about, I don't know what to cook today. I got home and all these kids was at it. They don't want to hear that. So the first thing that people do is they go to your Facebook page to see what you're about. You can lose people in the first 3 minutes if your stuff isn't positioned right. Think about it. If I see on your profile page a cartoon, I don't know what that's about. If I'm looking on your cover page as your backdrop, I don't know what you do. If I scroll down, I don't know what you do. Again, I need to know what's your ID, what's your identity. So make that plain. Like with me, you can go on my regular Kenya Crooks Facebook page. You can go on my business page. You can go on my Twitter. You can visit my Instagram, and they all look the same. I'm all about weight loss. I'm about a couple things. I'm about weight loss. I'm about self-improvement. I'm about making you laugh. I'm about you having fun. I'm about you learning something. But again, it all goes back to the experience. Again, all of my pages are uniform. And let me also say this too. You have to communicate and talk with your people. I know stars who will post something and then people will comment and never say anything. Hey, this is social media. First part is social. You have to talk to the people, because again, people buy from two types of people. People that they trust and people that they know. If people feel like they know you, they feel like that they can trust you. When you talk to people, when they interact with you, they feel good about you. That's why you have to master that social piece of social media. You only have to type up a couple of things before people feel good about you. It's like, oh, okay, cool. He answered the question. Or, you know, if you have somebody working for you who know you, they answer the question, boom. Everything is good. Everything is good. But that's what you want. You want to be able to talk to and communicate what you're doing. Again, it goes back to your identity. Your identity. So work on that. That's going to be an important piece. Also, attention. Attention. I always remember money follows attention. That's a Grant Cardone deal. And it's so true. Money does follow attention. So during these times, and again, it goes back to that notion of money never sleeps. Money doesn't care if you sick or tired or don't feel like nothing, because it's going to go somewhere. It's going to flow somewhere, even if it doesn't flow to you. You have to get and gain attention. Social media is one of the noisiest places on the planet. It's the hardest place to keep people's attention because you got so many things going on. I mean, at this point in time, you got the stuff that's going on in Baltimore. You have the stuff that's going on overseas. You know, we always got stuff going on. People have their own individual stuff going on. Somebody may have died. Somebody might be going through relationship stuff. Somebody might be in their feelings to where they feel like they're by themselves. Whole bunch of stuff, TV shows. So it's kind of like you have to fight through all of that noise to gain the attention, because again, money follows attention. So you have to get attention. So how do you get attention? Everybody, and for the people that's here, hold on. Hello. I'm just hitting up people in the little chat box. So just say hello once you get up in here. But you have to get attention. And you say, how do you get attention? You always have to be in front of people. When I run my commercial spots, they always say, before somebody buys from you, they have to see you 7 times before they make a purchase. Now, if I'm one of those people who just think that I could just put my product in front of you every now and again, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. It will not get bought. You have to constantly be in front of people. You have to constantly make yourself attractive to other people so they want to buy you. You can have the greatest product of all time, but if I don't know about you, I can't buy from you. Again, money isn't your biggest problem. A lot of startups, a lot of people who start in their business will say, well, shoot, my biggest obstacle is I don't have any money. No, your biggest obstacle is people don't know who you are, and that's your fault. Again, social media is free. So if I'm constantly banging out stuff, you're going to see me. If you constantly see me, there's a point where you will like what I'm saying or like what I'm doing, which will get you ready during payday to buy something from me. But if you don't see me, and I just post every now and again, and my stuff just slides on down your little timeline and you don't see it, then I've wasted it. So you have to constantly create your opportunities. So you have to get attention. Again, attention follows the money. You have to create your own attention. Also, you have to entertain your people. That's going to be really, 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 really huge. If you're always posting a sale and that's it, they're going to get tired of tired of it because that's all they see. So they become desensitized to it. You have to make your stuff entertaining and not just on one page. I know people right now who just advertise on Facebook, have 4 or 5 different other pages, different outlets, different social media pages, but only advertise on that one page. You have to work everything, because I know people who just only, do stuff on Instagram, have completely kicked Facebook to the curb. And I know people who, who just basically just only fool with Facebook. You have to use all of them. And again, it's free. But again, it goes back to the first part, write this down, the identity piece. Basically, who am I? What do I do? And am I showing that I'm worthy of your money? 2, I have to get and keep your attention. 3, I have to entertain you. I have to get your attention by entertaining you. You might not be funny. You might not be able to sing a song, but there's something that you have. You might be the most sincere person of all time. Use that. You might be funny. Use that. You might be inspirational. Use that. Use everything that you have in you, because again, somebody might need that. I remember Candy Burris telling me one time, and I asked her one time, I said, so why do you have so many businesses? She was like, because I figure, and this is very, very cool. She said, because I figure if you don't like this one thing that I'm offering, you might like the other 3 or 4. And that has to be your mentality. If you don't like my fitness stuff, you might like my memes. If you don't like my memes, you might like my videos. If you don't like my videos, you might like my inspirational stuff. If you don't like my inspirational stuff, you might like the idea and the fact that I shoot you pictures of stuff that opens your mind. Like, I always like to shoot pictures of homes and I will always caption it, just because I know you like beautiful things. Boom. You might like that, and that might make you or make that person want to buy something from it because I connected with you. And that's what it comes down to. You have to connect to your people. They have to feel you if you want them to buy from you. Because again, going back to that point again, people buy from people that they trust and people that they basically feel good about. So you have to establish that relationship. So again, there's a lot of money out there. I put up earlier, if you go, you can check out my Instagram, but you can also check out my business page, that the business university that I have. I put up a thing that Robert Kiyosaki has for his cash flow quadrant. And basically it's set up to where basically it talks about, if you're at the bottom level, you're an E, which basically means you're an employee. Okay, that's level 1. Okay, level 2, you're S. That means basically you're self-employed. Now keep in mind, we're starting from employee to now you basically your own owner. Okay, I mean, you're self-employed, but when you're self-employed, you're the person who does everything. I mean, you're the secretary, you're the worker, you do everything. If something needs to be done, you don't call on nobody, you call on yourself. Okay, but after that, then on the other side of my head, this is the side you want to be on. You don't want to be an E, you don't want to be an S. Now keep in mind, throughout this process, again, I run a multi-million-dollar business, thank you God, through the grace of God. But on this side of it, basically you're exchanging your time for money. When you're on this side, you're basically saying, I'll work for X amount of hours, same paycheck every week. Okay, so when you're an employee and when you're working for yourself, you only gonna make so much. Okay, but when you're on this side of it, this is the smiling side right here. You're a B. Basically, you're a business owner. You employ people. You are a producer. You produce products. You fulfill a need. People pay you for your services. Boom. I mean, there's no better time to do that than now. There's more self-made millionaires now than in the history of the world. So why not you? Again, these people are the B's. They hire people. They sell on the internet. Boom, they make what I call sleeping money. Life is good. Then you have on the next level, let me push that out. And this is the top level. And you are an investor. In other words, you produce positive cash flow without doing anything. That means I might buy a franchise, a McDonald's franchise for X amount of $1,000, and it produces positive cash flow without me even having to do anything. I might buy an apartment complex and it produces X amount of positive cash flow, and that's where you want to be. You want to be an investor. So check that out on my Instagram page, but also check that out on the Business University page. But again, for those people who tell you we're in a recession, for those people who tell you there's no money out there, why would you do it? The only way you're going to get financial freedom is to be on this side of my head. And that's where you need to be. Stop being afraid. Know that God is for you. When you understand that God is for you, and you understand that there's a reason why there are certain things on the inside of you that you have to see placed on the outside of you, it becomes a responsibility. And you have to fulfill that responsibility and know that this is for you. But you have to take a leap of faith. You have to step out there. Make the transition from being an employee to owning your own business to, basically becoming an investor. Make that transition. You can do it. It's been done before, and you can do it just like anybody else can. But you just have to have that faith that you can do it. And that's why I'm here. I mean, because again, I'm from a small town. So I'm from a small town who moved to the big city, figured out how to do it, and now I'm sharing with you. So let's get it. Again, you deserve it. So I hope that this helps you. But again, the three major things I want you to walk away from is knowing your identity, knowing who you are, making sure that's being communicated on all of your pages. The second point I wanted to make was make sure you get attention, because again, money follows attention. And also keep your stuff entertaining. I mean, entertaining. You have to view your stuff as a TV network. You know, like how TV networks always have different shows from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. That's how your pages should be. So I hope this was informative. So we'll do this once a week because I feel like it's necessary. So go get your money. Step out on faith because you deserve it. Again, I'm gone. Y'all be good.